Okay, so I thought it was time I did another update on my chilli plants. This is the capsicum chinense that I've been growing for a while, a paper lantern variety. Last time I showed you it, it was doing really well, growing really fast, had lots of flowers, lots of chilies. It's done its usual trick of deciding to drop all its leaves and have strange colouring. So I haven't managed to crack that problem, but it did do pretty well this summer. I did get a lot of chilies off it. There's still a few here. This is the second flush that it started after the first harvest, so it's done really well. But yeah, again, it started to lose its leaves. It also got really badly infected with aphids just a few days ago, so I've got rid of most of them. Just my trick of washing it off with a shower, and that's done most of it. The rest are actually being dealt by little miniature wasps. There's actually a wasp right there. Get the focus. The wasp right there. On the top right of that leaf. Do you see it walking? That lays its eggs in the aphids, and then you can see just around it there you've got the mummified aphids lying around. So that's dealing with most of it now, but the aphids were just growing too fast for the wasps to keep up, so I had to rinse it all off, but now there should be enough wasps to deal with it. So it's now just after the middle of October, so it's going to have to be wintered soon. One of the main problems I've noticed with this is, as I said, the leaves keep dropping off. It seems to get to a critical root to shoot ratio and then just stops growing and does that. So what I'll do this year, partly because I don't have enough space, is instead of getting a bigger and bigger pot, I'm just going to cut it back quite hard, just to a nice rounded shape. Might also change some of the compost, so it's got fresh compost and feed it, but ideally I'd give it a really big pot, but I just don't have the space anymore. So I'll just do that and I'll see. It should respond really well and grow through. I'll do a video if I prune this and get it ready for winter. At the moment I'm just trying to get the remaining chilies to ripen. If the plant in general isn't doing well, I'll take more of those chilies off, because there's a lot of energy to be putting into it when it's stressed. But that's my pepper plant. It's doing okay. And my other pepper is just the normal pepper plant, and this was absolutely covered. I took about 40-50 chilies off this. There's still a few there. This also had problems with aphids, so they did the exact same treatment, and this should hopefully come through fine. We've got some deficiencies starting to show up now as well. Unusually just on the top of the leaves, so I'm not sure what this is. I'll have to look into it more. Backs are fine. But this chili's been really good. Loads of peppers, really spicy as well. So I've only had to use one of these in a dish, and it's really given it a bit of a kick to it. So this has done well. It's cropped really heavy, and now it's kind of resting. Hasn't really grown much because it's put all its energy into peppers, and as you can see, I'm taking the last of them off still. But it was caked in greenfly yesterday, so that's taken a lot of the energy out of it. So what I'm doing now is I've taken all the greenfly off, just rinsing it. The wasps will deal with any stragglers. I'll keep taking these chilies as they ripen, and then what I'm expecting it to do is have another flush of flowers. I may even get another crop before the winter really sets in. You can already see there are some buds starting to come, some new flower buds. And I might trim this back as well, just to help it through the winter. But that's my chilies at the moment, and I'll do another update if I do any pruning or if they change substantially. It'll probably be sometime in the winter.